So we take our eyes away from that and we travel not too far. The pitter patter of bare feet on the cobblestone. Lilac hair flowing through the wind of a petite individual wandering the streets of Talon.
It would be really nice if I could find somewhere that is with a roof.
You get the sense that there are some pretty coolly unique individuals that are just laying around on the floor on the street. Maybe that's their homes, and maybe you consider for a
Are there any
moment
like
if
clothes still on the ground? Because like
this,
right now I'm basically wearing a bed sheet, so I'm gonna like grab a dress.
as you go to pick up your dress and sort of go into alleyway, you smell something on the wind. And it brings your attention towards a very large looking dwelling to you. And you see that on the side of this house, there is just a little bit of a crack of a window open.
Okay. Immediately I'm gonna just like ruffle. I'm gonna pack my tits with the bed sheet I was previously wearing. So
Mhm.
now I've got like the whole drag outfit on, and just I'm just gonna swoop on in the window. Yeah.
Your little feet kicking. Go inside. As you thump on the inside, it's actually quite warm in here. Feels very nice, but it is very, very dark. Pretty much pitch black.
But I'm not necessarily one to. Well, I am one to fumble around, but I'm not one to like not try and fuck around in the dark. So I'll just like kind of walk as if I'm actually seeing what's going on. Uh, a little more confidence than I probably should here, but this place is warm.
Yeah, it's warm and it's pretty quiet. All you can really hear is just room tone. And the smell that you smelled on the street is actually a little bit stronger. And as you walk forward confidently, your face sort of hits a little bit of like something hard and wooden, deducing that this is some sort of table that you have
Okay.
hit.
Yep, makes sense. Table spotted. Nice. Alright. So these people are clearly rich enough to have me here. They've got a nice floor. I'm just not gonna fuck with it, and I'm just gonna look for something cozy to lay down on.
You're feeling counters, you're feeling like maybe little like pedestals of some sort, podiums. You reach your hand out just a little too much, grace something smooth until you hear a crash on the ground right near where you just touched. Probably something glass or porcelain or the like.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
But then
A light switch would be lovely. I have an idea. And by dance, I mean I'm gonna like shake like a wet dog. And as that happens, there's like little golden tears that form on Alar's cheeks, and they start flinging off side to side, and they start lighting up the area around them. They are now going to need to clean up, but at least they'll know what they're cleaning up.
you see before you. You see nice, big, comfy, like tan, fluffy couches before you. You see a nice ottoman in the middle of it. You see a fireplace that is not lit currently, but there are just like burnt, like remnants of wood inside of it. You see a bookcase with many, many different books of different sizes and different spines with markings and words on it that maybe you do or do not understand. It would just be just a huge pile of strewn about pieces of parchment paper with like markings on it that you're able to read if you'd like.
I'm gonna take one of them, and that's it. I'm just gonna take one.
You do see the thing that you just broke, and it seemed like some sort of weird type of jar that had sand in it. Oh, after spotting it, freezing in fear for a second, then
Hopefully
looking
that
around,
wasn't an
closing your
urn.
eyes.
I don't want that to be an urn.
Well, it was an urn. It wasn't earned, but you don't see any specters or auras around you in this moment. But as you do look around, you
What
see.
are the rules here? Do I know the rules for defiling bodies in fire? What's what?
No.
Okay.
No, you don't.
Got it. I'm gonna brush it underneath the sofa that I was sitting on. I'm not trying to keep the floor clean.
Sure, absolutely. Some of the ashes are stuck to the bottoms of your feet. And as you do look around, you notice that this is not the only thing that's broken in here. You see a chair that seems to be ruffled, with a huge rip in the fabric, and some of the stuffing is coming out. You see some of the books have been like somewhat thrown in front of the floor somehow, and
They
you
must have
see
a
that
cat.
the yes, and you see the table that is in the middle of the living room is crooked, and sort of teetering on one leg as it's sort of fallen over on one of the couches. But nevertheless,
If like it just looks like a little bit of a mess, I think I'm fine as long as I don't hear a mess. I'm fine sleeping.
we fast forward just a little bit to early sunrise. You see a Bucentaur female woman who is wearing a maid's uniform as she takes out metal keys and walks up to this very opulent looking house located in Talon. And going about her day, she's humming to herself and sticks the key in and turns it, opens it, completely minding her business as she puts her bags down, takes her shoes off, saunters over to the kitchen and sees that the tea kettle is on. But the tea kettle has also melted. She rushes over, turns it off very quickly. A little bit of a smog in the air. She goes into confusion as she says, "Mrs. Jones?" "Mrs. Jones?" she says as she sort of starts to walk up these grandiose staircases, and she hears nothing, her heart pounding as the floor is creaking underneath her
At any point, do I wake up?
out of your slumber. But as you do that, she is walking down this long corridor and sees the master bedroom creaked open a little bit with blood on the handle. "Mrs. Jones, are you okay?" And as she takes the door and sort of taps it open, there's a look of horror on her face as Alloy, you hear from upstairs a shriek of a scream.
Well, nice to fucking meet you.
Can I read the parchment
Goddamn.
paper that I picked up from the like I wake up, I hear a scream, I open it like the newspaper.
Read something along the lines of, "Nomeo, oh Nomeo, wherefore out there, Nomeo."
So these guys are
This-
cultured. I kind of feel bad about that urn.